Hellions looking through the bamboo. Do you see that? The sun is out. It has already started to get warm. Hold on. You're dirty. Wait for it.
Ask your smart speaker to play.
There you go. You guys are clean. It's a new day. Let's, I didn't want to do this. I have a car to work on today. I'd wanted to make it a relaxing day to where it was just chicken coop build. I know, I feel the same way. We're in the same boat. Boat. Oh, apparently boat means scrubs. Is that what that means? Is that the belly scrubs? Is that what the boat means? No, that's not what the boat means. This is really funny. So this right-hand lane merges into this left-hand lane after the light. We have a Chevy versus a Leaf. A Nissan Leaf versus a Chevy Camaro, I think that is. And they're off. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, she was creeping up like she's gonna try and race the Chev. That's funny. I'll let you in because I'm a courteous driver. And you're signaling, pretty much. Now, if you would do the speed limit, I would be happy. Oh, dude, come on. Mush. Mush. Now that my jobs are done for the day, I had planned on not working today. That didn't seem to materialize, but I'm going to go mow the yard. I've already mowed the front yard. I'm going to mow the backyard now. And I know you guys are like, but I thought you were going to relax. Well, you know something? Mowing the yard is better than working on cars. Building a chicken coop is better than working on cars. Figuring out the watering system is better than working on cars. I don't enjoy working on cars. Well, okay, I take that back. I do enjoy working on cars. I just don't enjoy working on cars all the time. Maybe I'll take a nap first. I'm supposed to be relaxing. A nap is relaxing. Maybe I'll go to bed early. Oh, purely joking, of course. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit of relief from the afternoon sun. Excellent. It's also starting to get a little muggy, too. Where are you at? What are you doing? Hi. Give me 5. Give me 5. Come on, give me 5. Give me 5. Come on. Good girl. There you go. Okay, so, where are we at? Yard is mowed and trimmed. Look at that. It doesn't look like a jungle anymore. And believe me, it takes a little bit of getting used to the new yard design. Not only did I have like all the gardens, so I have to start figuring out how to mow. I also have this pile of dirt and this pile of dirt. Still not used to this tree here. Oh yeah, Phoenix's apple tree. Look at that. We grew that from a store-bought apple seed. Well, a store-bought apple that had seeds in it. Okay, I need to clarify. Okay, so now is this. These are the roof panels that I got the other day at Lowe's. I had wanted to get matching ones like that, but two things. Summertime, it would draw the heat into the chicken coop, and the chickens can deal more with colder temperatures than they can with hot. So I decided to get these, and these were cheaper. These were only $15 each. Those are $20 each. These I need to trim a little bit off of because they're a little too long. If I had gotten these at the store, then they would not have been long enough, and I would have had to buy additional ones in order to cover the roof. So there you go. There's the story on that. Right? Right. Okay. Chicken coop time. And I'm still stuck in the place I was last night. These are for the nesting boxes. So I'm gonna have to figure out. I think they're around here somewhere. I think it's like right about there is where I think it should be. I have to figure out my measurements. It is just about time to light the campfire up because we are just about done for the evening, I guess. I didn't do too much. I did figure out the sizes, the spacing here finally. So these are the boxes where the nesting boxes. There's going to be 2 of them actually right here. There's going to be a bump out here, and it's a 3-foot bump out. So there's going to be like storage here, like cabinet doors that open, storage here, and then here are going to be removable nesting boxes so that they can be cleaned and put right back in. So they just sit in this bump out that's going to be built. But right now I've got 19-degree angles that supposedly need to be cut for this, and then you also have the complication of where does this angle come from in order for this to allow the top of it right there to like sit flat. So I'm not sure if any of you get that, but angles always mess me up. I'm not horrible with angles. When it comes to cutting angles and figuring angles and figuring lengths and then angles, yeah, I'm not versed too well on that, not too good at it. But one of my, you guys probably remember, do you guys remember when I used to work for that automotive place out in Puyallup? I used to have to commute all the time, ended up leaving there. Yeah, anyway, my boss at that time told me that sometimes just to get started, sometimes you have to do the wrong thing just to see if it'll work and a starting point. So you can't just sit there and deliberate and think and plot and plan. Put some kind of action behind it, and then you'll figure out, okay, well, this is what I need to do now. Essentially, it's a process of elimination. I believe I've got a 19-degree angle here. I cut it a little bit, not enough. That way, you can always take more off. You can't add more after you cut it off, so that's why I've done that. All right, here I go, guys. I'm taking a picture of the sunset for Angie. There we go. Oh, so pretty. Look at that. Still cutting angles. Haven't lit the campfire yet. And Buffy's being Buffy. Well, you guys can't see this, but I have a hot dog bun in my hand, and I got a hot dog up here, and we got a fire over here. I am going to relax. Kick a little wood. Yep, there we go. Relaxing time. Okay, guys, I tried to take the day off today. Didn't really work out the way that I had anticipated, and by taking the day off, I don't mean working on the garden, the yard, or the chicken coop, because that's not working to me. So anyway, ow, I hurt still, my whole body. I'm going to read a handful of comments tonight in COC, and then I'm going to edit this, go to bed. Tomorrow, we're going to plant some stuff in the garden, because next week it is supposed, well, first of all, it has to be done. Not because next week it's going to rain, but because it has to get done. We're actually right on time for most of the stuff. And then, oh, man, I'd really like to go and get some tomato plants too. Anyway, we're going to plant some stuff. I have some seeds like corn and beans that are soaking overnight that we're going to go and plant in the morning. And then I think Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. It's supposed to rain a little bit every day. So as far as watering the garden, I'm not going to have to worry about doing that right away. And, oh man, it is going to rain, so I can't work on the chicken coop. Oh, that's going to be, no, wow. Okay, so I'm going to have to figure out something else to do inside. Unless, I don't know, we'll figure something out. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe, I don't know, I'll get more done on the chicken coop too. I know I'm all over the place right now. So many things going on. The roof, I have been able to make a template truss or roof piece, a 2x4, because the instructions were not correct in the measurements, and I made sure that everything was square, and it is. So I have made a template. I have one piece cut from that template and installed. I'm not sure if I showed that to you or not. And then the cut on my hands, oh my gosh, so I've got like one here on my finger from, that was actually from a 2x4. And then right after this one was this one, and that's from a tape measure. And then my other tape measure tonight, also, because it's been bending in one spot, it bent and cracked, and now a piece of metal is jetting out from it. So I need 2 new tape measures, and that's so weird because I've had those tape measures forever, and I've never, ever been cut by a tape measure before, ever. And now, 2 of my tape measures just died. The Grinch, I wanted to comment on your comment, mainly because you and I share the same fear. You say, Troy, aren't you worried about the upright studs on the bottom, connected to the bottom pressure treated, wicking up since the ends are not pressure treated? Yes, I am. So in the instructions, everything was supposed to have been pressure treated. Although in the diagrams that they show, none of the wood is pressure treated. So I didn't want to go through the expense and I think it was Jolson that says that, not formaldehyde, but arsenic isn't used in pressure treated anymore, but there are still chemicals in it. So it's just like, I'm going to call you out, Jolson, it's just like vaping. They, whoever they are, said that it was safe, and now we're finding out that it's not. Years and years and years ago, like in the 20s and 30s, smoking cigarettes was safe. And the safest thing is by not using it or not being around it. So pressure treated around animals that are going to be giving you food and then you are eventually going to be eating, I would rather have wood rot and have to replace it or fix it than to use pressure treated wood. So what I am thinking about doing though is I'm thinking about brushing on the bottom of it when I flip it up and put the screen on the bottom, the floor basically. I'm thinking about using brushing on epoxy glue to the bottom of the studs there, because that'll last forever and it'll be a nice barrier between the actual ground and, like you were talking about, the wicking up. I know that was a really long comment. Not your comment, my comment to your comment. Emerald Gypsy Heart, Chris is finally home. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. That's great. Good news. Oh yes, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Future, past, and present. Pinky the Cat. Hi everyone, I have a question. Do you think it is fair that my boss is punishing the people who aren't late for work by taking our paid lunch break and making it unpaid because of few people who show up late? I am at work at least 40 minutes early due to the time I have to catch my bus. When I originally read your comment this morning, I was like, oh my gosh, well they have to. And it's like, oh wait, no they don't. So I'm pretty sure it's the same across the US, I think. So for every 8 hours worked, actually no, for every 5 hours. No, it's been so long. For every 8 hours worked, you have to have a half-hour meal period, but it does not have to be paid. If it's paid, then that's a perk of your job. They don't have to do that. Is it fair that they take that away for everybody? No, but also, as far as, and I'm just speculating, of course, as far as management is concerned, if you are an employee and you lose a benefit because somebody else ruined it for you, it's kind of like management against the employees. The employees are like one group, and the ones that lose something that shouldn't have will probably, most likely, razz the ones that lost it for them, and there's that camaraderie with that. I'm not sure if that plays into it or not. Maybe I'm just like, I don't know. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Oh, and then also, every 4 hours worked, you need a 10-minute rest period. And then I used to always work through all my breaks, though. And that's horrible. You shouldn't do that. And you can actually get your employer in trouble by doing that. Chris Crouchman, wow, Troy, 25 degrees Celsius is actually 28 today. And tomorrow's going to be 28 also. When you come to visit me in Australia, you better come in our winter, because after our last hot summer, even the nights didn't get below 25. Wow. I remember Arizona, I think, was like that. Arizona was like 114 in the shade during the day. 117 even, I think it got up to while I was there. And it was like, what, 70 at night, Fahrenheit, all this, because I wasn't doing Celsius back then, so don't ask me to convert right now. And the final comment of the night, JohnJohn9111, you don't need a floor, Troy, for the chicken coop, because chickens love, and I mean love, playing in the dirt. They will eat the grass and then play in the dirt. You put a floor, you eliminate the chickens from eating grass, dirt, and worms. I think you meant worms. Just put it right on the ground, Troy. Okay, well, maybe you haven't caught exactly everything. The ground is not level. Okay, so you've got a straight level 2x4. You're putting it on the ground. There's ways for things, raccoons, rats, which we have in the backyard. There's ways for things to get underneath the chicken coop. Chickens need to be safe, and they need to be away from predators in order to feel safe, and you don't want to come out there and have all your chickens dead. So that's bad. So I'm going to take that mesh, and I'm going to put it on the floor, because I want to keep the whole chicken coop mobile, so that we're able to move it if need be. I don't mean move it from house to house. I mean move it in the yard if we have to. And in order to do that, I cannot do any kind of foundation. I don't want to dig around. I don't want to pile dirt and rocks up around it. So by doing a single mesh, what do they call it? Fabric. It's like landscaper's fabric or something like that. But it's actually, it's welded stainless mesh that goes there. By putting that down, nothing can get underneath. So it doesn't matter if your ground is uneven around it or not. I'm not putting a floor in it. We're going to pile dirt inside that so that they can hunt and they can peck and they can eat worms and whatever inside the chicken coop. There will be dirt on top of that mesh. I want to make sure that there's a nice layer of dirt in there so that they can do that, because that's what chickens do. As they get older, the yard is fully fenced. We will open that up during the day and they can go around the yard and whatever, and we'll just watch out for hawks or whatever. But hopefully I've made that clear to you. Okay, that's it, guys. Happy hunting. Thank you so much for watching. We will catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. I've already said Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. Okay, rough edit right here because I thought about what I was saying. So I've said Happy Mother's Day. Not all of our mothers are with us anymore. And if that's the case, I'm extremely sorry, and my condolences. Remember the good times, because that's what we need to remember in people. And I also realized that not everybody gets along with their mother, and some people are estranged from their mother. And so if you don't celebrate Mother's Day, then that's okay too. Wow, I'm just trying to please everybody right now. So anyway, no matter what, guys, have a good day today, and we'll see you tomorrow.